for the serious gamer.
Killstreak rewards. Now, this is an area where we're getting into some problems in terms of Modern Warfare 2. And they didn't necessarily have to be there. And it's not that we should completely shun and criticize harshly on Infinity Ward. It's just, I don't think there was enough testing it. And a beta sure would have been nice, because that might have actually eliminated this. Which is also a reason why I don't think, based on what Treyarch has disclosed in terms of how the kill streaks work in Black Ops, I don't think there's a need for a beta. I really don't, and I'm fairly confident that most of the people want a beta just so that they can get their hands on it early and play it. There's no other reason. I would say that friggin' 90%, and this is just, again, my opinion, 90 to friggin' who cares, maybe even 100% of you guys that are saying, oh, I wish there was a beta, I wish there was a beta. You don't want a beta. What you want is a demo. A beta is so that we as gamers can say, okay, here's what's wrong, this is what needs to be fixed, and then give them feedback. But really, most of you guys just want to play the game early. That's not the point of a beta. That's not what a beta does. A beta is pre-release. Let's get the bugs out, let's polish it, make it shine, so that when it's released, it's not going to have a million problems. And you guys don't want that anyway. I mean, you really just want a demo. But from what Treyarch has been sort of saying and disclosing in all of these different releases and everything like that, I don't really think that there's a beta that's going to be needed for this, and particularly in terms of kill streaks. So let's go back, flip back before Modern Warfare 2, and sort of, I'm always going to go back to this one because this is really what sort of set the stage and set the bar in terms of Call of Duty games from this point on, from as you know them. And it's Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. The kill streak rewards in there were, for lack of a better word, balanced. They were adequate. No one complained about them, that they were overpowered and that's ridiculous and on. I can't believe you got an airstrike, blah, blah, blah. They were nice little bonuses. It's like, hey, you got 5 kills, here's an airstrike. Hey, you got 7, here's an attack helicopter just for a little bit. But they weren't like crazy powerful. They didn't automatically allow you to get another 5 to 6 kills just like that. I mean, even when you had the attack helicopter at 7, yeah, it would get you a few kills, and once in a while it would get you a good number of kills, but for the most part it was pretty easy to avoid an attack helicopter, and it was fairly easy, I'd say rather easy, to take one down. If there was an attack helicopter, I pulled out an RPD, grip or whatever it was, I can't even remember what the hell it is, and I just friggin' mowed that sucker down. It was very, very easy to take one out. It's not a big deal. But then all of a sudden we get into Modern Warfare 2. Now before I sort of seem like I'm ripping them apart, the idea of what they came up with was really good. Having a huge list of kill streaks is great as a gamer. We want to be able to customize our gameplay. We want to be able to choose and select. Just like our weapons, we want to be able to choose whether we want an SMG, and within an SMG we want to be able to choose a particular SMG and how it handles, because that's the way we like to play and it suits our game style. And it's the same thing with kill streaks. By providing us with a huge list of kill streaks, it gave us all this choice that could be altered based on game type, your game style, whether you're running gunner, whether you're a camper, whatever it was, it doesn't matter, sniper, regardless, it allowed you to customize that. And that's great. The choice and all the other stuff there is absolutely fabulous. It is definitely something that we wanted. The problem is how they set it up. And what happened was the kill streaks in Modern Warfare 2 kind of created this unnatural or unfavorable balance in between the skill levels. It took, your casual gamer, your average, your casual gamer, your sort of almost borderline above average, you know what I mean? Someone that played it a lot. Casual gamer just came in once in a while, maybe when they were drunk, I don't know, when you had your friends over eating pizza and stuff, you're like, hey, let's shoot some people in the head, blah, blah. You had your casual gamers, you have your person in between, and then you have your above average that sort of got into it, your borderline hardcore, and then you have your hardcore gamer that's focused on friggin' doing, you know, I'm gonna go MLG or whether or not they do. I'm gonna do game battles, which is a competitive arena, tournaments. So there's those different levels. But what happened was these kill streaks were so off balance. They were not balanced well whatsoever. And I'll give you a perfect combination. Predator missile, Harrier strike, and let's say chopper gunner. In that setting there, a casual, not a casual gamer, but just someone slightly above casual, just played it a little bit more regularly, but wasn't quite hardcore. They could easily, and by luck, acquire themselves a Predator missile. Predator missile is kind of remotely, for a lack of a better word, remotely controlled. You had more control over it, you could direct where it's going to go, and easily get a Harrier. You get a Harrier, and suddenly all hell is friggin' unleashed onto these people, and easily, just by camping somewhere, let the Harrier do the work, suddenly you got a chopper gunner. People are getting annihilated by someone who got a lucky up to 5 kills. It was not hard to do, and it created this huge gap, or a perceived gap anyway. There wasn't really that big of a gap between the skill levels, but these kill streaks were set up in such a way that you could easily accumulate huge amounts of friggin' kills. And a lot of times it was done by camping. I mean, part of the strategy in terms of getting a nuke was let the kill streaks do their job and then go on to the nuke. And that kind of promoted camping, which a lot of people hate. Now, I'm not particularly against camping for the most part, but the type of camping that was happening in there was ridiculous. Like, I mean, it was a ton of people. People were just, you know, kill streak whoring. Like, I'm a huge search and destroy advocate. And so for search and destroy, when I'm playing, if I die, I want to see my teammate who's alive go after and try and defuse that damn bomb. But because he's got, you know, he's got his kill streak set to 4, 5, and 7 for whatever reason, because he's a goof, or he's really good, and he's on 3, and there's like 4 guys left on the other side, he's not going to go and try and defuse it. He doesn't even care about trying to defuse it because he wants that 4th kill streak. And this is a problem that I really think should not have been introduced, to this carryover kill streaks. And that was another problem in this game, and I hope that they don't do this in terms of Black Ops. If they do, still the kill streak setup on there is a bit different, and I really like it, and I'll explain in a minute. But I mean, this was a problem too. I mean, even in games that I absolutely loved, it encouraged behavior that was counter gameplay. It was counter objective based. So instead of going after it and giving it your last sort of try to actually, you know, defuse the damn bomb, these people were camping, and they were like, oh, I just want my kill streak. Well, you suck. I mean, that's not team-based at all. It's horrible. And these kill streaks, basically, that's what happened. They set up in such a way that, and then especially above-average gamer, which I consider myself because I play a lot. And if you don't play these games a lot, you don't get to that level, which is why I do videos. But I play enough that I've become an above average. And it's very, very easy for me to accumulate high kills on any map. In certain games I don't like playing, but if I played them I can do it. But using those horrible tactics, you know, 5, 7, 11 kill streak, and suddenly everyone's frustrated as hell. People are leaving games, and it's very frustrating for a casual gamer who just wants to come in and have fun. You didn't have that in Call of Duty 4. You didn't have that because the kill streaks were balanced enough that they weren't that big of a problem. They were like, oh crap, that guy's got an airstrike, better take cover for a couple of seconds and then go back out. And you couldn't have more than one kill streak going at the same time. You didn't have like chopper after chopper. If there was an attack helicopter in COD 4, you had to wait till it was gone before you could call in another one. Same thing with the airstrike, regardless as to what side you're on. Whereas you look at Modern Warfare 2, there's friggin' the airspace is just crowded. There was 6 million things happening. There was Predator missiles coming down and friggin' Harriers all over the place. It was absolutely ridiculous. You couldn't move if these handful of above average gamers were actually in the game with you. The skies would be littered with death machines, and the second you stepped out of cover, boom, you were dead. And so it encouraged, once again, it encouraged camping. And what can you do? You just sat there. And it was horrible. It was a horrible setup. So what Black Ops, Treyarch has done, and I really like this, and this is where they're looking at that and they went, whoa, Good idea on the customization. Great idea. Don't get me wrong. I don't want that to go away. I like the fact that I can pick and choose what I want because it suits our game style, right? What you think is actually good may not be good for me. And based on the games that you play, maybe a different set of kill streaks is better for you to sort of meet those objectives, those game type objectives. So what they've done though is they've removed the fact that you can stack kills. Okay, so that's what happened in Modern Warfare 2. You got a Harrier, you could sit back, you didn't have to do anything. The Harrier would accumulate kills for you, and then you would get the next kill streak. What they've done in Black Ops is, no. Get a kill streak, congratulations, you've got one. Yes, it'll get you some more kills and stuff like that, fun, but they are not going to count towards your overall kill streak. Your kill streak is determinant based on your ability to kill people. If you want that 15 kill streak, then you better kill 15 people with your weapons or your equipment or something like that. Your previous Predator or whatever it's going to actually be in the new ones. I forgot. I know it's not Predator, but whatever the actual weapons are, they don't count towards your kill streak. So you can have all you want. And this is nice because it doesn't encourage this camping again. Get the kill streak, but if you want that 15 kill streak, if you want that one that you set at 15, you're going to have to go out and you're going to have to get it. And what this does is it encourages and raises the bar in terms of required skill to get them. And that's what I like. It's no longer going to be lucky hit there and, oh wow, look, my kill streak got lucky and gave me 10 extra kills. Now I'm going to annihilate everyone with this super powerful kill streak. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. You're going to have to earn it. And that is a very good thing. That's actually more rewarding. So when you get a 15 kill streak, you're like, yes, I freaking got a 15 kill streak. That's something well deserved. And you're not going to be able to get it by camping in the side. You're going to have to actively go out. If you want 15 kills, I don't know any camper that just sort of sits in one spot, in COD 4 anyway, that has been able to get 15 kills in a row in one spot. Yes, you may be able to snag 2 or 3 people, but then they're going to frag you to death. You will die. And so that's what's going to happen here, and I like that. I think it's sort of raising the bar. It's not creating this crazy escalation of kills and crowding. I mean, I hope they do something about that as well. Not sure. But the main thing for me is that they're actually not going to accumulate and use those kill streaks as an add-on. It's not going to help you get to that 15 kill streak. You're going to have to actually earn it. Aww. Yeah, so anyway, that's the take on kill streaks. I think they've done a real good job paying attention to the community and really saying, you know what, good idea, let's improve on it so that it's not absolutely out of control. All right, so kill streaks, definitely an improvement that Treyarch has introduced here, for sure.